Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, the CDC just changed their rating for cruise travel. Now what do you think they did? Do you think they lowered it or do you think they raised it? That's right, November 21st, the CDC just raised it from a level 3 warning to a level 4 warning. High risk. Do not do this. If you travel at all on a cruise ship, you must get tested 3 to 5 days after you return home and isolate for 7 days, even if you test negative on that test. Oh, and by the way, if you don't get a test, you gotta isolate for 14 days going forward, with the possibility of fines up to $500,000 if you do not comply with those restrictions. So that's not great. That's not a good thing at all. But yeah, they went from a level 3 to a level 4, high risk. Now, the fun thing about this is, in order to go from a level 3 to a level 4, there has to be an incident in the last 28 days of COVID spread from of 100 positive out of 100,000 tests. Okay? Now, where are they getting that number from? Is that from the United States overall numbers? Well, it's spreading throughout the United States, so we're gonna warn people not to cruise. Would you not just warn people not to go to the grocery stores and not go to Walmart and not to have house parties and not to do all that if that's the number you're using? Or are you, because there's no cruises in the United States. So how could there be incidences in the United States in the last 28 days? There was one cruise that didn't follow through with all the protocols. They weren't wearing a mask, they weren't social distancing as much as they should be, etc., etc. On the Seadream one, are they using that and saying, well, there's 100 people on the ship and we had 7 passengers, and if we multiply this by 1,000, then we multiply the 7 by 1,000, that means we had 7,000 cases out of 100,000, so that's our number. So now we can raise it to level 4 on a cruise ship. Or are they going all the way back until the Diamond Princess, but then they say it's only in the last 28 days. So those are the only 2 numbers they could possibly use as far as I know. There hasn't been huge outbreaks on the ships outside, like the crew members and things like that. There have not been huge outbreaks enough to cover that figure that's out there. So they've raised it to a level 4 in the middle of just about starting those test cruises up in just over a month. So is that a coincidence? I don't think so. I don't think that's a coincidence, and I'm still curious, where'd that number come from? Where did the 28-day 100 out of 100,000 come in? If you're using just the United States, then you should be shutting down the United States everywhere. Airlines, schools, all non-essential travel, all non-essential everything should be raised to level 4. But it was only the cruise lines that were raised to level 4. As far as I know, there's no cruises. So I don't know. I have a call in. The last time I put a call in and an email in to ask about where they got the numbers from, it's still sitting there as sent, and nothing has come in my inbox, and there's been no phone calls, because I would love to know where that number went, because it would clear a lot of things up, right? It would, hey, this is how we're getting our numbers. This is what we're doing. People like numbers. They're so happy to announce how many people have cases, but they're not happy to announce where those cases are, where they're coming from, where the spread is happening. You don't hear that. Well, I hope you appreciate this video. Yeah, the CDC, level 4 cruise ships only cruise ships. Your flying is fine. Your trips are fine. That's level 3 or lower, but cruise ships. Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.